time becomes money circulating throughout the world. What do you think with your current salary? How long will you make it? There is a world like that. People can use the time to purchase things, can use it to work or have some other ways to receive it in the form of money. They can use the money to pay for many things that can bring them joy. But once the time is running out, it means death is around the corner. Why? Hello everyone. Today we will explore this question with you. Why do people die when they are out of time? In the movie In Time is one that broadens people's eyes. Will is a poor loser, but right now he can just eat a full meal and wait for the death. He has only one day left. If he doesn't work, he'll die. A beautiful girl is standing in front of him. Seems like they are the same age. It's his mother. She's 50 years old. She has 3 days left. 1 day left to pay the house fee and other bills. This is the life of the poor. Every day they have to work so hard. They struggle with the short time that they have. Will works at the bank. Yesterday, he had an extra shift, but the boss didn't pay him for that. No matter where you are, the boss always tries to exploit you. Will decided to go to a bar to relax. The rich at the bar have 100 years, but even the robbers know how to live. He respects and agrees to wrestle with the rich. Consequently, the fool scared the rich. Will save the rich guy. He comes from the wealthy residence. He knows well the rules of this world. But each hypothesis he gave out doesn't make sense. What is the reason why the poor forever be the poor? Though they work diligently every single day. But the rich guy has many questions about Will's life. If you have more time, what would you do? Waking up on a Monday morning, Will realizes he has 100 years. The rich man gave him all of his time. Then he committed suicide. Those who had lived for too long and had too much sparse time, they experience enough and hence life becomes dull to them. Will receives it and doesn't need to worry about future life. He prepares to surprise his mother. He wants to take her to New Greenwich, but the boss increases the number of the year for each ticket. His mother can't afford it, so she has to run back to her home. Will knows there's something wrong with her, so he rushes after her. When he's about to touch his mother's hand, he intends to give her more time, but he doesn't make it. His mother dies in front of him. Will decides to get revenge on whoever set this rule. Finally, Will arrives in New Greenwich. He rents a hotel room, but as soon as he runs, he realizes something, that those who have much time don't need to run, because they have the most important thing, time. Will goes to a casino. There's a big gambling table inside. They are setting a deal of 50 years. Will turns out a lot tougher than them because he comes here for revenge. If he doesn't kill this rich guy, he will regret it. But surprisingly, the rich guy just laughs. He isn't angry at all because he has more than 100 years, so it doesn't matter to lose 50 years. He is the bank president, the one who set the rule. He grows interested in Will's spirit. Life of rich people is boring anyway, so he invites Will to a party. He introduces to Will his 3 lovely ladies. They are his wife's mother, wife, and his daughter. They look like sisters. This is the world of the rich. Once you have money, you'll never get old. They seem like they stop at 25. Soon the people storm in. They arrest Will as they suspect him killing the rich man who gave him his time. But Will steals the police gun and runs. He takes Sylvia, the president's daughter, as a hostage and runs away. But they bump into robbers on their way. They steal their time. Will calls the bank president, but he disagrees with his requirement. It turns out Sylvia isn't his blood daughter. The next day, Sylvia calls him, but she hasn't ended the conversation before the police rush inside. The police officer is about to shoot Will, but luckily Sylvia has a gun, so she shoots the officer and saves Will. When they kill the police officers, they steal their time. They are now wanted. They decide to establish a plan, that is to rob the bank. But they don't know that the robbers are chasing after them for their time, because Sylvia and Will's time is abundant. It incentivizes the robbers. They hold Sylvia and threaten Will. The rule is the same, hand wrestling. Consequently, the robbers have no strength, and Will kills them all. But now, the two are surrounded by the police outside. They run to the terrace. Things are chaos. Will falls out with Sylvia because her dad doesn't want to help. He persuades her to ask for his help. They can relax when things are done. Will points the gun at his head from behind. They successfully steal 1,000,000 years. The president advises them to stop. 1,000,000 years can belong to a slum, but it can't change the situation. Sylvia doesn't know her father takes the locator device with him. On their way to the slum, they have the police behind them. Will gives the poor girl 1,000,000 years. The couple runs away when the scene gets messed up, but the police don't want 1,000,000 years. They just want the couple. Will and Sylvia go hand in hand escaping from the police station and compete with time. The policeman finally catches them. He points the gun at Will. He finds Will only has one last minute, so he says a few things, but the policeman overlooks his salary today. It isn't enough, so he dies first. It doesn't matter if you're a good or bad person. As long as you waste time, you'll die. Eventually, they charge their time from the police car, so they can continue to live happily. There's a philosophical conclusion. The origin of all the human's crisis is actually derives from the fact that the time has its own expiry. The logic of this movie is that to set a time that can be either shortened or lengthened. This might appear new, but it's old. Time can be seen as a currency. People always pursue more and kill each other to achieve their goal. Time has become another form of capital benefit. A man can become a wealthy and powerful person, but he can be the target of others. Time shortage and time abundance. They are two elements that distort people. They even reverse the rule. The human world is declining amid this risk. Time in the real world. What does it mean to us? Okay, that's it for today's movie. Follow us for more.